Hello everybody! How are we all today? This is YDYT and I would like to welcome every single one of you back to a brand new episode of MinasCraft. So if you remember last time we left off with this giant hole here, and I've actually finished the whole creeper farm that goes down in here. So we've got a platform down here, as you can see, and if I pull up the sub-chunk, you can see the blue line here is the sub-chunk, and we're all within one sub-chunk, which is amazing because that means the rates are really, really high. In here I've just got like 25-ish items or something like that, and then we're just doing the normal Iskal 85 design. I wouldn't really say normal, it's not pretty standard design, but yeah. I've been AFK just down there when I've been AFKing, which is just right amount of blocks away. I can access it through here, and I'll just show you what we've got. We've only AFK'd for about 25 to 30 minutes so far, and this is all we've got, which is absolutely insane. It just shows just how brilliant of a farm Iskal managed to design here. So I'm going to use some of this to make up some rockets, and that's absolutely awesome. I'm very, very happy to have a good rocket supply now, because it means we can fly a lot more easily. And I do believe it may actually be quicker to fly from here to back to the town, or town, that's the wrong word, back to our base than it is to take the nether. But another thing I've been doing is, you may notice my shovel's a bit low. I've been getting up a good bit of sand. I wouldn't say tons, but I've been working a little bit on it. And I'm going to show you what we're going to be using all that sand for, because obviously it's to drain the ocean, but it's a lot of sand we need. So you see, I've started taking down that mountain and stuff, and I'm really hoping to get a lot of the sand done, preferably before the next one. But obviously that's a big task, and I'm thinking about doing a live stream for it. So if you guys would like to do a live stream, tell me down below. I'd love to hear if you'd enjoy that. So if we just come right down here in our nether tunnel, I decided we'd put our storage for sand in the nether because it makes the most sense, because it's easy to access. And if we just come down here, oh, we've got hitboxes on, you'll see some chests. And if we look on both sides, there are chests all the way down here. This is 4 stacks of single chests, so 2 stacks of double chests. And I'm hoping it'll be enough. My math says it won't be, but I don't want it to not be. So we're going to try and make sure it's enough. So we've got all that done. Then also we set up the end and everything last time around. I still haven't got a Silk Touch book. It's crazy. So I've decided the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be building an AFK melon and pumpkin farm. And I think we're just going to build that right up here. So I'm going to get all the stuff we need for that together, and then we will be back. Okay guys, so I've decided we're just going to be setting up the farm here. I'm not going to do it on camera because you guys could go check out the manga tutorial. It's going to be up in the top right about now, and it's also going to be down in the description if I remember to put it there. If I don't, please do remind me down below in the comments section. So I'm just going to set up the farm quickly here, and that'll take no time whatsoever. Okay, so once we get a hopper minecart in there, we should be completely done. So I'm hoping I've got some stuff for that, but nope, looks like we'll have to craft one up, which is not a problem whatsoever. So we'll just grab that hopper like that, and a minecart, but we need the minecart first. Yep, just like so. Okay, so hopefully if we just throw this down here, we'll get our full farm working. Let's see, how far off is it from going? It's a little while until it goes again. I'll have to mess around with the number of items we have in there for it to be activated, and then hopefully this will work totally fine. We'll need to encase the whole thing because otherwise it can be a bit buggy, as you can see here, like this pumpkin here. I had to grow a good bit of the pumpkins and melons to actually get the farm started, because obviously we needed a good bit. And then this will come back and just drop everything off there. Obviously it had a good bit to collect, and hopefully that whole thing's working. So I think we'll be back in just a bit once I've seen how the rates of this are. Okay guys, we're back. So I AFK'd with this farm for a good bit, and we got a good number of drops. Not very much in here right now, but I traded a lot of what we got. Oh, that was unexpected. And we've got a lot of emeralds, which is absolutely awesome. It's good to have tons built up, but I was thinking, and I had a really, really cool idea that I'm going to really want to implement, and I think we're going to start that today. So obviously right now we're living in very temporary situations, and I don't want to do more in these temporary situations, because obviously they're temporary, which is no good. So I had the idea, why don't we like set up a proper base that will be our temporary base, but we'll leave it there like once we've got the full build of Minas Tirith built. So, because obviously that's still a long while away. So I thought, why don't we have it up in our desert? Because that's where we've got our creeper farm, and I'm actually in the process of digging out a slime farm over there. So I've got about half a slime chunk dug out, which we'll be setting up later. But if we come through here, you'll see the portal takes us to a bit of a different place, hopefully. Yes, wonderful. We've got a room down here, and I've tested some stuff out in a creative world, and I've got a design I think that looks absolutely awesome. It's pretty different, but basically what I'm thinking is this going to be an underground bunker. So we're going to set up our full storage systems. We're going to have chests to access all of our farms, like this creeper farm, like the drops for it, and passageways around to get into them all. Because like right now this looks awful, but we'll make it look better. And we'll basically live here while working on the main build. Over here we've got the slime chunk I've been digging out. You can see it down there. It's a work in progress still, obviously. But I thought it'd be really cool if we made that a sort of bunker. It's not going to look like a bunker, like how you'd expect a bunker, but it will make it seem as though it's a bunker. And then we have this bunker specifically. Oh, that's the creeper farm going off. The lag there is real. We have this bunker specifically because there has been some kind of nuclear war on the surface. And then, as we're mining out all the sand up there, I thought, why don't we do an Azuma style thing and do the wastelands up there? So I think he's doing it in Fullcraft right now again. I'm not really watching Fullcraft that much, unfortunately. I'm not enjoying it that much anymore. But back in Hermitcraft Season 2, Azuma's main base was a desert in which he mined all the sand and all the sandstone out and just left all of the stone, and it looked really, really cool. So I was thinking we could do that up on the surface, like gradually over time, because I'm mining all the sand anyway. The desert's not going to have much, if any, sand left when we're done, and it wouldn't be that difficult to make something look really cool. So I think it'd be really cool if we did that. So our main blocks for down here are probably going to be the concrete. So I'm going to get stuff together and then we're going to start building this room. Okay guys, so we got this whole room done and I'm quite liking how it's looking. The torches are a bit of a problem, but we need light in these spots to make sure it's spawn proof. I'll probably end up bringing some carpets over and we'll put torches underneath the ground to hide them. But right now we don't have carpets, so this is what we're doing. And I don't have enough grey concrete to put behind the portal. But this is basically what we're going for. So I think we're going to have various items in the chest. So I'm planning on having these be gunpowder, not stone. And then these ones over here, I'm planning on these being the string. So we're going to bring the drops down there. If we come down here, you'll see the creeper farm is just around this corner. So I'm planning on bringing the drops from that right up here into these through item sorters. Sorry about the lag, that's the creeper farm activating. Then down this corridor I'm planning on having a way to get to our AFK spot, which should pretty well be right down there, and having a way to turn the farm off because I don't like playing with this lag all the time. Then I think I haven't decided what these ones are, or these ones. This one is probably going to be our slime because our slime farm's just over there. And neither have I decided what these ones are, but we're going to bring tons of farms over here eventually. Sugarcane and cactus will be the next ones, or maybe the pumpkins and the melons, one of which I'll be doing like immediately after this, because I'd like to move our pumpkin and melon farm over. We may put the pumpkin and melons just behind this wall, so we've got these two chests for it. Then slime here. I guess we'll do sugarcane and cactus because the farm I'm going to use is a sort of 2-in-1 design, which is pretty cool. And then that leaves us with an extra slot for whatever we may need. I haven't decided what other farm we'll put here. We may go with carrot, potato, wheat, something like that. Maybe bread, and then we put a villager breeding system down here. Because down this corridor, we're going to have it go straight to our main storage area and villager trading section. So we're going to be like properly setting up here. So this is going to be our main base for a good while I'm getting sand and everything to actually start the main project. So I'm going to get these chests set up so that the items from down below are filtering up. And I'm also going to think about what we're going to do with the bones from that, because every now and then a spider jockey spawns, and we need to do something with those bones. I may just dispose of them, or I haven't really decided, but I'll get item sorter set up and we'll bring the items right up to here. Okay guys, it looks like we've got everything working. I had to go into spectator mode a good few times to just check everything was working right, but everything seems to be going good now. So now we're going to set up this corridor, which is going to go somewhere down here. We've got our item sorters back here and everything. It's a bit of a mess and was difficult to squeeze everything in, but we've got both working there totally fine, and then just a simple item elevator to bring them up. So if I come out this way a good bit, I'm not sure we'll actually hit what I'm hoping to hit. Oh, we will. We're on the same Y level. Perfect. So that block down there is where we want to AFK. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that an AFK spot, because I want to block it in just in case a mob somehow spawns or whatever. So maybe we put just a piston door there and then just sit here, I guess, but I'm not sure. There are staircases here from me searching for caves, so I'll just put a torch back there and then block that off. So I'm not sure how we want to represent that, but there are, I think, maybe just a piston door, and then we'll sit down there in that last block of space. But we'll have a turning here to see all of this, and I'm hoping that elevator doesn't actually meet this corridor in any places, because that would be really unfortunate if it did. But I don't think it will, because I think it's right around here. Let's actually check that it won't. Yes, the elevator's about 7 blocks in that direction. It's just over there. So as long as we don't turn here, we're absolutely fine. So I'm going to get a good corridor dug out here like this, and then I'm not sure where, but somewhere around here I think it would be good if we had a turning to the right to activate this. So our elevator's here, which means that we could actually have all of these blocks removed and still have a couple of blocks of space. Can I remove these blocks? Yes, this is where my initial elevator is, so we can't remove the blocks to the side of that. Okay, that's perfect. So we're going to have another turning here then, and we'll probably have a lever at the end, and I'll remove our ladder. Actually, I'll leave the ladder there just for now, because we need a way to get to the surface in case we need it. So we've got our good corridor here, and then there's more cave searching. Then we get all the way down here, and then we've a lever at, like, maybe here, maybe right here, we've got just a lever which will go up to the top to turn the farm off. So I think I'll get this all decorated with just this floor with the blacks going around the edges of the corridors and the concrete walls and probably the same ceiling. Okay, so I've got this full corridor set up. I think for now I'm not actually going to set up an AFKing place, because I don't think I really need it. Like, I know why I want it, but I'm hoping that we won't have any problems, and I'll be very careful to make sure the whole thing is lit up. So now I'm going to set up a lever here, and if we come back here, we can get to our stuff up here. And I'm going to get a better way of powering this, because a hopper clock doesn't work that well. So I'll get this whole toggle thing set up, and then I think we'll be back then. Okay guys, so we've got the gunpowder coming up here and the string coming up here, and they work absolutely great. And then we've got the lever to turn it on and off. Everything seems to be working really well there. Down is on, by the way, in case you're wondering. And now over here I've hooked up our melon and pumpkin farms. So if we were to come back here and around here, the farm is just up there. I'm not really sure if I can actually show you it, because it's hidden away. But yeah, we've just got simple items sorted down here. This is the melon one, and then over here we've got the pumpkin one, and then we had to bring them up, so I just put in a little dropper clock for both of them. This area really isn't designed to be accessed, because I hopefully will never need to come back here again. So that's those two farms set up, which is absolutely great. I can see stone back there. I don't like that. I'm not sure how to sort that out. Any ideas for sorting that out would be good, other than replacing all the stone. But yeah, this one's fine, sort of, not really. These ones are good though. These ones, you can't really see much. You can't see it unless you're looking for it, actually. Like, here I'm not really going to notice it. So, we got melons, and then we got pumpkins. And I'm planning on having this one, for us to have a button somewhere around here, where we'll have a block swapper, and this will become a crafting table, because we want to make melon blocks out of our melons. So that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna finish digging the slime farm hole over there now, and then we'll set up the slime farm. Okay guys, we're back. So I've got the whole hole dug out, which is pretty good. It's decently sized. I think it's just one chunk with a bit around the edge. And I'm now gathering all the stuff we need for the farm. We're going to be doing the Ilmango farm design. So I've got a bunch of stuff, as you can see, like a bunch of stuff, but we still need a good bit more, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get that ready in time, so I think we're going to round this one out here. So if you did enjoy, please do drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be sure to catch the next one. Peace.